Cubs hosting the Phillies, and the Phillies are minus 120 on the money line. The Cubs are plus 108. The over-under is 8 runs. The Phillies, laying a run and a half on the run line, are plus 105, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2. And the Cubs, getting a run and a half on the run line, are minus 154, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. Nola pitched excellent in his one appearance against the Cubs this year. 7 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. The Phillies won that game 12-3, and he struck out 10 batters in that game. It was in Philly. The Phillies are 4-6 in his last 10 games, or 10 starts. He's averaging 6 1/3 innings pitched and 7 strikeouts per game in those games, so he's a guy that you may want to keep an eye out for on the K line. Now, the Cubs, Smiley pitched once against the Phillies last year. 6 innings, 2 runs, 1 of which was earned. They won that game 4-3 in Philadelphia. He struck out 4 batters. They are 6-4 in his last 10 appearances. They've won his last 2 starts. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched and 4.2 strikeouts per game in those games. Head-to-head, the home team is 5-5. The Cubs are 7-3 against the Phillies in their last 10. The Phillies have won the last 3 games they've played against the Cubs. The favorite has won the last 3 games they've played against each other. The underdog, however, is 7-3 on the money line. The underdog, getting a run and a half on the run line, is 8-2. There have been 3 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The under is hitting their last 2. The under is 6-4. And the under 8 is 6-3-1. For those who are concerned about the wind, it's blowing in from right center field towards the third base line at 8.1 miles per hour. Now, the last game they played against each other, which was yesterday, the Phillies won 5-1. The game before that, the Phillies won 2-1. The game before that, the Phillies won 12-3. The game before that, the Cubs won 10-1. The game before that, the Cubs won 2-0. The Phillies are 3-1 against the Cubs this year. The Phillies are 3-1 in their last 4, 7-3 in their last 10, and the under is 8-1-1 in their last 10 games. 6 runs, 13 runs, and 6 runs. 5 runs and a win, 2 runs and a loss, 7 runs and a win, 5 runs and a win. For the Cubs, they've dropped their last 2. They're 7-3 in their last 10. And the under is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. 11 runs, 10 runs, 12 runs, 6 runs. 8 runs and a win, 9 runs and a win, 5 runs and a loss, 1 run and a loss. Smiley at home as an underdog. I understand that Nola pitched incredibly well against the Cubs in his last outing. It was in Philadelphia, so let's see if a change of scenery makes a difference. I'm going to take the Cubs with the money line. I'm going to take the Cubs getting the runs, and I'm going to go under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.